managers want to make sure their people are tracking their stats. If your people aren't on track with tracking, it means one of three things. One, it means you're not looking at their stats. If your people think that you're not looking at it, then they're going to wonder, well, why am I even doing this? This isn't important. He's not even looking at it. She doesn't even care. A second reason why people wouldn't track their stats would be if they don't understand why it's important. It's like, why would I need to do that? I don't see how it helps me. I don't really see the point. And a third reason would be is if you're critical of them. If they see that tracking stats gives you ammunition, gives you things that you can criticize them about or correct them about or tell them that they're doing wrong, they're not going to be very encouraged to fill out their stats. If you want your people to track their activity, which you should because the activity is what leads to results and you can't inspect what you're expecting, then you have to do these three things. The first thing that you have to do is you actually have to look at your people's stats and look at them daily. Daily and weekly investigation of their stats lets people know that you think it's important. The second thing that you need to do is you actually need to use those ratios, use that information to coach them. If they see that you're looking at the numbers regularly and giving them feedback based on those numbers, and you're using those numbers to see where they need coaching, they're going to understand why it's important. For example, you can look in the numbers and tell that, well, gosh, this person doesn't need help with closing. What they actually need is to get in front of more people. In fact, they're setting appointments, but those appointments just aren't sticking. Let's talk to them about how to solidify those appointments, and let's talk about who they're trying to set appointments with. The numbers will show you where to coach people. If people see that you're using that information to coach them, they get that it's important. The third thing that you need to do to get your people tracking is you need to give praise and recognition based on the numbers instead of criticism. Make sure that you're pointing out things that they're doing well, pointing out ratios that are improving, pointing out where they've had their best week ever in a category. You've got to look for opportunities to praise and recognize and celebrate. And people see filling out their stats is a good thing because not only are you looking at it, they're getting coaching and training based on those ratios. It's useful. But they're also getting praise and recognition. If you do those three things, you will get your people on track with tracking.